Great, thank you, everybody. Welcome to the Somos Housing Community Construction Update Meeting. My name is Shar Johnson. I'm a senior planner at Consensus Planning. Our firm is the consultant for Soul Housing, and we assist with planning and development, zoning and entitlements, community outreach, and neighborhood facilitation. So we're happy to be here tonight. This evening, we are providing an update for the Somos Housing Community located at 7200 Central Avenue Southeast. The purpose of this meeting is to provide a construction update and a revised timeline to the community, and so that we can solicit feedback and provide an opportunity for the community to ask questions. We're going to have a presentation tonight from Soul Housing and the Project Architects Design Group, where we will present the newest, latest updates on the site plan and the design for the building. After the presentation, the team is going to answer questions for you, and we would like that if you could just put your questions in the chat, and we will answer them in the order that they are received. If you have any questions about how to do a chat, let us know, and we'll be happy to help you figure that out. The meeting tonight will end promptly at 6:45, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Felipe Real, who is the Executive Director of Soul Housing.
Thank you, Charlene. So we're here tonight with this agenda. I will cover kind of the introduction to our organization and the construction update. We are working in partnership with the International District Community Development Corp, and we will have a poll towards the end. And we'll also have the design team from Hartman and Majewski Design Group give you an update on the site plan. Soul Housing, we are formerly known as the Greater Albuquerque Housing Partnership. We are a 30-year-old nonprofit based here in Albuquerque, and throughout our entire history, we have worked just within the city of Albuquerque, including quite a few properties within the International District, both for sale single-family housing and also two developments, Zuni and San Pablo area, both Plaza Feliz and Casa Feliz. You can view any of our 7 award-winning properties online at our website at soulhousing.org. Where you can also find contact information if you have any questions that you're unable to get to tonight. Our mission as a nonprofit is to create exceptional housing that promotes household stability and vibrant communities. And we envision a future where everyone can create community, connection, and joy in a home of their choice. Just to give you a little of idea of where we're at on the project. So this site is currently owned by the city of Albuquerque. The Metropolitan Redevelopment Agency currently owns the land. It was the site of the former Blue Spruce Lounge. They put out an RFP, basically a request for proposals. And our Somos development was awarded site control of the land last year. This January, we applied to the New Mexico Mortgage Finance Authority for an allocation of low-income housing tax credits, and we're successful at their May Board of Directors meeting. So what we've done now is started to pull together our development team, including Consensus Planning and Hartman and Majewski Design Group, and we are now working through the site plan and zoning approval. We hope to kind of work that through so we can hopefully start construction later in the year. However, we do need a little bit more financing. As you've seen, interest rates are still quite high. It's affecting our investment in the community. And so we are responding to an open City of Albuquerque request for proposal for gap financing on this project. Once we can kind of pool all of our entitlements together, get our building permit, and close on our financing, we hope to begin construction later this year or early in 2025. So think kind of Q4 or Q1 of next year. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to the design group team.
Hello, my name is Keaton. Bharatia, and I'm a principal architect with Hartman Majewski Design Group Architects. I would like to thank everyone, and including Soul Housing, to giving an opportunity to design such a wonderful project in the International District community. This is project for us and for Soul Housing is much larger than just a site, and we want to respond to the great, amazing community that we have created in International District. So in the site plan, what we have done is really kind of forming an edge towards Central and also Alcazar. So the building is set more on the street that creates more eyes on the street. All the apartments and all the activities faces the street, and parking is actually hidden behind inside the property. We are following the principle of crime prevention through environmental design on this project, which is one of the things that I mentioned is the more eyes on the street. We are also complying with the zoning criteria with this IDO uh, for the city of Albuquerque. So we will have a 6-foot landscape and a sidewalk minimum width. On the central, we'll have a 10-foot sidewalk with a 6-foot landscape. And Alcazar, we will have a 4-foot landscape and plenty of wide sidewalk and landscape to provide that buffer between the Alcazar and the apartment building. The building heights and elevations and everything will be complying the zoning criteria. This is a mixed-use project, and we are actually providing a commercial space, a business incubation place, and a partnership with the International District to create a nice space for the vendors. As you can see, we're really creating this place with connecting the sidewalk to the across the street to the Tallinn market where the farmers market happens, and really want to be enjoy sitting outside and having your coffee and drinks and connecting to the community. We also have a secured fence around the property. All the vehicles will be parking, the residents parking will be behind the secured 6-foot gated fence. We will have a common amenities for the residents. Of course, we have a 70 units on this project that will include common amenities like community room, bike storage, mail room, elevators, and lots of other common areas in the building. We are really creating the safe environment that you feel on this area with all this landscape improvement around the property. With that, I'll hand it over to the next presenter.
Miriam, I cannot hear you. I don't know if it's just me.
Thank you, Felipe. I'm apologize. I had thought I had taken myself off mute, and I guess I did not. Everybody, I'm Miriam Hicks with Soul Housing. I apologize. I had started my presentation with mute on. We are seeking some feedback for the businesses in that mixed use portion of the building. And as Keaton was explaining, there'll be an entry to the resident portion of the building at the corner of Central and Alcazar, and then further down, more aligned with the International District Marketplace, will be 3 spaces that the International District Community Development Corporation and will help us outfit with businesses that are hopefully incubated from the International District area. So for these businesses, we're hoping to get some feedback as to what people would like to see. What businesses would best meet area need for incubation into that commercial space. It's a little over 1,000 square feet, so we're talking, small shops that will not have ovens. They won't be able to cook or bake on site, but they would be able to sell those products if made at a economic development center and then sold at the site, that's the type of shop we're thinking about. And so we've listed a bunch of ideas below, and then in the poll they're going to be grouped by like use, so that you can put in there. And please feel free in the chat to be more specific if the poll description doesn't give you quite enough specificity as to what exactly that you would like to see. And if the type of use that you would like to see is not represented, please feel free to enter that as an other and give us those ideas in the chat. We are looking to make an impact in the community, both for occupying a vacant site and investing back into the community, and then enlivening community use of the area to achieve what was envisioned for the site many, many years ago when the MRA put together the development plan for the community. So with that, please take a minute and answer the poll. You should see the poll come up, and you can just select by checking the circles next to the ideas, the coffee shop and donuts, or the small shops with gifts and flowers. Just select the one that you want, press submit, and then we will give you another minute or so and check the responses and see kind of the priority that is coming about from the participants that we have on this call. And after the poll, and we get through the poll, we will open it up for questions. And if you do have questions, please put those questions into the chat, and we will respond to those. There is a wide enough sidewalk that we can put some tables and chairs out on the sidewalk to support a coffee shop or small venue like that, a yogurt shop. We could also do an office if someone thought that, maybe a medical office of some kind may be beneficial. Maybe you would like a yoga studio and that's not represented. Perhaps you would like something more unique to the community that we're not aware of, that we'd love to get that enlightenment from you. All right, the poll has closed. So coffee shop, the lighter options, food options, and some retail options and service options look like those are where we got some responses. So thank you everyone for participating, and please let us know what your questions are and how we can answer anything as we move forward.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, Miriam. Thanks, Felipe. And yeah, feel free to type your questions in the chat. We're happy to answer anything about the site plan, about any other questions you may have. If you need to, I know that there's a way that I can go back. If you want to look at the site plan or the elevations again, I'd be happy to do that. But please just let us know through the chat. I will just say that while everyone's thinking about questions, that I do really appreciate that this design does want to have some sidewalk space, and utilizing and creating that interactive sidewalk in this area that just has already a lot of activity. So I really appreciate that about this design. Okay, I think we'll give just a couple more seconds. If anyone has any questions, let us know. If you like the design, you can even just, you know, put a little emoji, an up, you know, thumbs up, a heart, whatever. Let us know what you think. This is all about getting some feedback from you all, and letting us know what you think of the design. Okay. Well, I think if you think of something and you couldn't think of something tonight, or didn't, you know, feel the spirit move you tonight to have some questions, but if you'd like to give us some feedback, this is Soul Housing's up on the screen right now. You have Soul Housing's information, and you may also, if you don't recognize Soul Housing, they were in the past the Greater Albuquerque Housing Partnership. So Soul Housing is the new branding and the new name, and I think it's really lovely. So feel free to contact them if you have any questions as time moves on and as the design gets a little further. We really appreciate everybody coming into the meeting, and thanks so much for being here.